Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to my reaction for the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness trailer. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home yet. So I did hear that some of this trailer, or maybe all of the trailer, or maybe it was a end credit scene, I don't know, it was for No Way Home. So in any case, people who've seen No Way Home have one up on me in this one. But I did want to say happy holidays to everyone. As I'm recording this, this is Christmas Eve. This will probably come up Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are enjoying some time with your fam, but right now, let's enjoy our time together and check this trailer out. I'm probably not going to do too much editing in this, so don't mind the chat box. Nobody's chatting with me. At least they shouldn't be. But let's get into it.
Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. Why? We tampered with the stability of space-time. The multiverse is a concept about which
I wonder if there will be any spoilers. Potentially.
your desperation of reality
For No Way Home, so.
will not go unpunished. It was the only way.
So,
But I never meant for any of this to happen.
oh god. Fractal. Interesting.
Wanda.
I knew sooner or later you'd show up. I made mistakes, and people were hurt.
I'm not here to talk about Westview.
Then what are you here for?
We need your help.
With what?
What do you know about the multiverse?
He needs her help. Interesting.
I'm sorry, Stephen. I hope
He's back.
you understand. The greatest threat to our universe
Is you.
is you.
Yep.
Things just got out of hand.
Strange Supreme. Ooh. Ooh. May 22nd. Or May 22nd. May 2022. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what we saw kind of looked a little bit like some things from What If episode 4, I think it is, where Doctor Strange splits, and so there's like the good Doctor Strange and then Strange Supreme, and part of the consequences of Strange Supreme's actions was that New York was kind of falling apart. And then we can kind of go back to it. Let's see. So he walks out. I mean, it's not really, the camera's not looking down, so you can't see if there's people there or not. I feel like there probably aren't, since the camera's not really showing anything there, but it's kind of looking like what happened in What If Doctor Strange Lost His Heart. Which is interesting because the Doctor Strange that we know on Earth 616, I think it is, he doesn't have a relationship with Christine, so I don't know what he would have lost to push him to these extents and become Strange Supreme, or if it's purely a multiverse thing and Strange Supreme in some other universe has come over to our universe and it's just messing things up now. We did see, let's see, try and find it really quickly. So Christine is getting married, just not to Strange. He's just there. So I wonder who the boo is, who the hubby is. Kind of interesting that Strange is approaching Wanda for advice, because I think a lot of people, including myself, are thinking that Wanda would be approaching Strange, so it would be the other way around, as far as like help traversing the multiverse. But I guess, and this doesn't look like the location that was at the end of WandaVision, where she's like kind of sitting near this mountain range, like kind of near a big lake. Like this is a much different location. So I don't know. I don't know what that could mean, whether she just moved or she changed some things. I have no idea. That is interesting though. That is very interesting. And I feel like watching No Way Home would give this so much more context that I unfortunately don't have right now, but hopefully will very soon. But yeah, this is looking very interesting. I was actually, this was one of the movies that I was excited for, and for some reason I thought it was coming out this year for the longest time, but it is not. It's coming out next year, clearly May 2022. So yeah, I can't wait to see what they do with this. I think one of my biggest reasons for being excited for the multiverse is the chance to see possibly Miles get into the MCU, because I really like Miles's character. Other than that, the multiverse has the potential to bring some really interesting, wacky, like very out of the box things into the MCU that we haven't seen, that we're not used to seeing. Or maybe just play something a different way. Just curious to see how it would have gone. Like if Hawkeye had made the sacrifice for the Soul Stone instead of Natasha, or if Steve hadn't stayed with Peggy, like what would have happened there, things like that. So I'm kind of curious to see how far they're going to go with this. I know it's purely going to be Doctor Strange's story, so probably not too many other Avengers besides Wanda in this. But Multiverse does have a lot of potential to do a lot of things, which is why I was so excited to see What If, because I'm like, there's so many good stories that they could explore, and I feel like they did not choose a lot of those to do for the series, but I'll get to that in my series review, which I will hopefully finish up before the year ends. But wow. Let's see, what else do we got here before we head out? So we do have, they're like in some kind of submarine or something, and then this stage or world, realm, whatever it is. You see that dude again, which is interesting because like I had almost forgotten about his character pretty much until probably a couple days ago or something, when I was talking about Obing in episode 4 of What If. And I'm like, oh, is that who that is? I don't think so. But I wonder if he's like related to Obing in some way, because there's not really any other black sorcerers that I could think of that are in Doctor Strange, or at least that have been emphasized. Like the dude we see in the first movie who has returned in this one. Yeah. Other than that, Strange Supreme, man. There he is. Kind of hit his face a little bit. Can't really see too much. And he doesn't have on the cape. So I feel like if we saw the cape, that'd be a clear indicator that yes, this is Strange Supreme. So there might be an off chance that it's not, in which case I have no idea who this gentleman is. I just know he's probably bad news. But yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be an interesting time. Especially, I don't know, I believe that I don't remember the new title for Into the Spider-Verse 2 because they kind of switched it up on me. But when I reacted to that trailer, it kind of seemed like there is some leeway as far as like maybe pulling some of the main MCU like plot points into it. So I'm wondering, because I believe that comes out in February, if it could possibly set up something to go into this movie. It's not necessary, but it would be really, really cool and interesting to see, especially since they're both playing with the idea of the multiverse. I'm also kind of curious. Actually, let me see. Do we see that same pattern that we saw in that trailer? Because like when Gwen was traversing the multiverse, it was like one of those like wormhole things with the hexagon pattern on the inside of it. This one, it just seems like they're using doors. There's Wanda meditating. Yeah, I don't think we see it in this. If we do, I'll show it on the screen, but nah. I did have, I was on a podcast where they briefly talked about Strange using his magic in a different way, like with the, making the snakes and the razor blade, which I never really thought about it. Like, magic is like just, I don't know. It's cool, but it's not something I'm super into, so I didn't pay so much attention to like him doing kind of like the same thing over and over as far as like summoning his magic, I guess, or gathering it. So that is kind of cool to see. I don't know if I'll be paying super attention to that when I see the actual movie, but cool for people who are into that. But yeah, I think those are all of my thoughts on the trailer so far. It's looking like it's going to be a very wild ride. And probably a pretty dark story. A lot of these settings have very like dark and like blue hues or blue tones to them, which doesn't usually mean anything good for an Avenger. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments below. I guess excited to see this. If there's anything you want to say about like this possibly connecting to No Way Home, just make sure to like put spoiler in the header so that way people like me know not to read it yet, or we'll come back to it once we've actually seen No Way Home. But yeah, any connections there, you can also put that in the comments. And are you looking forward to this movie, and what are you expecting as far as like, I don't know. For me, I think it would be kind of cool to have like Miles be connected to this, because he is like in terms of the MCU, he's not the one to start like delving into this whole multiverse situation, but like in the grander scheme of things, like Into the Spider-Verse is kind of like the first, or was the first step into, oh, like this could actually work, and might have been the final push for Marvel to actually go for it. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys are thinking as far as like potential for this movie, and maybe what this can spin into, because I don't know where they're gonna go after they do the multiverse. Whereas kind of like the beginnings of the MCU, you could kind of see it was gonna build up to someone, and Thanos kind of appeared off and on in some of the movies, so you knew he was going to eventually take his role. But yeah, I think that's it for me. So I hope you all have a nice evening or your night and a nice holiday. Whatever it is, enjoy it. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.